Caca.
Welcome to this final episode of Breathless / Cargo. Don't know what's going to happen, but if they're not done by the end, the whole ship's going to blow up. So, let's jump right in. It's been a while since we've played, so to refresh everybody's memory, our band of, I don't know what you want to call these guys, mercenaries, idiots, zero brain cells, have been sent to this derelict to try and find any survivors and recover anything valuable, essentially. Upon entering said ship, creepy things start transpiring, including a strange red rust that kind of layers most of the ship, and the sound of scuttling and footsteps everywhere you turn. Things move. There are noises in the darkness, and remnants of ghosts long forgotten haunt the halls. As you investigate, you start to uncover several things. The crew is carrying more than you thought. Experiments gone awry, and some of these experiments are still alive on this ship. You find a frozen doctor in one of the pods. You find a strange laboratory covered in trees. And you find the remnants of the creator of your ship's AI within the center of this ship. And then it starts to go deeper than that. You find some of the remains of the previous crew. And it all starts to link back to your captain and to the small little rusted robot that came with you and has always been part of your current ship. There was a lot of tension and fighting that happened as this all came to light with you all. And a pair of you went off and defrosted the doctor. And the doctor explains to you what transpired on the ship. And he goes off in search of something, which he recovers and brings out to the main hall where you all are. It's a brain in a jar, which he presents to Maria, who reaches out and puts her hand atop the jar. And the imprint in the top of the jar is almost like a keyhole, and her hand fits perfectly in it. And as the gears all click into place, Maria, you feel a surge of memories. Not just memory fragments that you think is in your coding, like everything else. Not missing memory chips suddenly installed. These are your memories. Your memories from your brain. And they are memories of yourself sitting in a hospital bed, watching your sister Sweet build you a new body for the time that yours fails. And that was where we left off. So we will return to the group in the main hangar of the Vargas 1.
I would like to use a medic kit.
No. Do you have one?
Yeah.
Dang it.
Yes.
Then yes, you may use it.
I mean, it gets rid of one stress.
Let me double check that for you.
No problem.
You can use up a med kit to clear 2 stress.
Two stress.
It's
Nice.
1 stress if you lay low for a while.
Gotcha.
Trying to remember all the rules. There's not many of them, but my brain is that bad. So, Kingsley, you're still in the sort of the decompression room from the earlier moment where one of those gangly creatures that was covered in rust kind of got you shot a hole in the connecting door, and it literally just got torn apart as it got dragged through these doors. So there's a whole bunch of like this fine red powder everywhere, and thank God for your breathing mask, otherwise you'd have been screwed. But there's just all this like all these innards and all this gunk just kind of like scraped on the floor and in the air, and it ain't very nice. The only thing really holding you in place still is the mag boots that you're wearing.
Yeah. And a lot of, I think I remember a lot of this debris here came rushing and blocked the door because everything got pulled towards the door, didn't it?
Yeah, no, this debris that's up here, this is fully wedged in. The debris that's kind of blocked this door has come from this room where Bubbles died.
Oh no.
So all those kind of crates and things like that have come kind of round through there as all the air's kind of got sucked through. The rest of you all darted into separate rooms and shut the doors. Just in the nick of time. And again, if it weren't for your mag boots and your breathing masks, you guys would be nowhere right now.
So
And the ship is currently docked on this side, isn't it?
On the right hand side, yes. I'm just looking over everybody's sheets. I can see that everyone except for Alistair have got stress points.
Yeah. Something's gonna happen to change that, isn't it?
Well, if, like me, you obviously remembered what happened last session and you didn't have to watch back the last half hour of the video that was on YouTube.
I remember nothing from 2 months ago.
The sound of charging footsteps sounded like it was coming from all directions.
Oh yes. Yeah, shotguns at the ready. Maria, are you okay? Are you going to wrap this up? Because, guys, I think we're going to be surrounded.
Maria doesn't respond to Alistair.
I think at this point, our best bet is to try to get to the ship, make sure nothing comes on board, and just let the ship go boom.
Yeah, that's my thinking exactly.
But I suppose we best find the captain before that. Not sure where he's gone, and that scientist guy. Or we leave them behind. I'm also okay with that because, well, the scientist guy at least. Actually,
Radio through comms?
So the doctor is next to Maria, holding with the brain.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
The other missing scientist is the lizard.
Yep.
Oh.
You know that Sweet has locked down this ship. The only way out is through the suction doors on the left.
Oh, and our other potential escape is the shuttle pod.
The shuttle pod is your other escape, and I believe the way to get to it is in the bathroom.
Yes.
In the bathroom?
Yeah.
If you look in the bathrooms, there's a big circular area. There's a hidden cubby in the ceiling.
Oh.
Right.
All right. Kilkoff, you come in? Oh, we on our way. Because we're going to be surrounded unless.
You guys haven't seen the captain for a good little while now.
Yeah, I just radioed through. That was me radioing through, but whether he responds or not is down to them.
Doctor, you were
don't hear a response.
Doctor, you were with the captain last, right? Where is he?
I believe he was looking for a way to unlock the ship. He kind of eyes the robot that Sweet was controlling. that has gone silent.
So Sui is no longer even operational.
You don't know. It's just gone silent and is not moving. The last thing that you know is that the doctor asked Sweet to let you all go because he was going to keep his promise and make sure that Maria was completed. Maria was saved. And then after that, she just sort of went silent.
Maria is complete now, technically.
Yeah.
She hasn't got the brain inserted yet.
Oh,
She's literally just got her
Or she
hand on
has
top
no
of the
brain.
jar.
Okay.
Alright, let's... Doctor, if you and me quickly put the brain in, then hopefully Sweet will open the door. I
The
guess.
doctor kind of looks at you like you're crazy. I don't know if you've ever studied neuroscience, but you can't just put a brain in a robot.
Yeah.
but have you ever studied Surgeon Simulator?
In
Yes,
theory,
it's the first thing that they teach you.
in theory, considering the brain is just electronic signals, if it was wired up correctly, it would be possible. But we probably need better equipment for that, and unfortunately, I don't think we'll have that aboard this ship.
No, you don't. If that was the case, then none of this would have happened.
I said in theory, I didn't say in fact.
Okay, well, the whole
Hypothetically.
room's a little bit tense right now, okay? And I've come this far. I don't particularly want to see this brain die.
Well, sweet, if you don't want to see this brain die either, then we need to get off the ship so that we can put the brain in a body, I guess. Somehow. I'm not fully sure on that. It's been a while since I've done, other than for cryogenic purposes, since I've studied the human brain.
There's no response. The sound of movement starts to converge on your area, and you can all hear this clunking sound. It's kind of like a rhythmic clunking, like someone's taking a hammer to a metal sheet, and it's coming from the area directly above you.
Oh,
And you start seeing all these small dents kind of popping in the ceiling vents.
oh.
Right.
Away
And
we've got-
there's literally at least 50 of them occurring over the space of this area.
Right, sweet. We've got two options. You either let us out of here so that we can do what's needing to be done, or we die here, and in which case I'm taking out Maria's brain first.
Oh.
The doctor literally kind of like hugs the jar.
And this guy's almost died once, I'm sure he won't be missed.
Wow. That was such a turn.
Like I said, I will do what it takes to complete the mission, and right now the mission involves getting off this ship and stopping this infection spreading. Either way, we're going to die, but if we don't get off this ship, and if we're going to die anyway, then I'm making sure it hurts them as much as possible.
Roll a sway roll.
What is my sway? At this point, which for some reason opened in Living Brad. Sway is currently a D6. Really? Really, dice?
Quicker than you can blink. The robot beside you has a gun to your head.
Yeah.
You take a point of stress at the sudden movement. It's almost startling how quickly it moved at your threat to harm her sister.
Then how
Right.
about, if you want them safe, you let us off the goddamn ship, you piece of junk?
You hear the gun start charging up.
Warwick, it might be of best interest to not piss off the robot that has sentience.
Yeah.
Well, at this point, we're going to die anyway, so what the hell does it matter?
Well, not if we make it to the space shuttle. So maybe we should start heading in that direction. So all the footprints and that are coming from the vents above. You said.
They're not footprints, but you can
they're
see the
bumping.
dents. They're literally above you in the ceiling.
What about
And
from the material ahead?
so you'd have to the obviously you've got the little tready robot who's kind of like wedged still. But if you push that out of the way, you can see through. You can see that rather than dents in the ceiling, it's almost like pieces of this metal sheeting has been pulled either side, and there's just these small orange creatures dropping from the ceiling onto the ground and converging towards the rubble.
Well, if Sweet's in this robot, then she's no longer in the little robot in front of us. Can I try and blast it out?
Yes, you
With the
absolutely can.
So, this is weird because my shoot and my shotgun are two different things because I've got shotgun as an item, but shoot is its own thing. Which you want me to use?
I think shoot is for like throwing and things like that.
In my head, I was using shoot as like for a standard issue side pistol, whereas
yeah, because it's its own thing, I would say just use shotgun.
Sounds good. So D8 then. But
Okay.
three's not the worst.
I mean, it's technically dead.
Yeah, I'm just trying to blast
But
it
I
out
hope you're happy
the
you just killed Wally.
I'm not the fondest of robots. Anyway, we knew this. And Sweet was technically in there, but Sweet is now behind us in
Yep.
a mechanized suit, so
Yep. You shoot away this robot, and you do make enough space.
what do I spy ahead of us?
Just as I said, you see that hole in the ceiling, and you see all these creatures dropping down onto the floor.
Oh, over here.
Yeah, over this side.
Oh, but that's. I thought they were gonna drop it down above us.
Yeah, they're making dents to try and get through the metal sheeting, but they've already got through on the other side.
Oh,
They've been trying to get through for a little while now.
Alistair, shoot the ground near them. There's alcohol there. It should set on fire.
yeah, I'll do that.
Because that's where I threw the whiskey last time, which terrified Kilikoff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking
Okay.
of which, where is the captain?
That's what we want to know, but he's not answering.
Yeah, he's unresponsive. Yeah, I'll shoot the alcohol and the beings.
Was there a last location that we knew?
I believe
I fail.
in the med bay area, I think. Right, Doctor?
You shoot at these things on the ground. But the whiskey puddle would have spread quite thin by this point. And these things that are landing in it, they seem to just sort of be soaking it up.
Yeah, we may be in trouble, guys.
Wirrig, give me a. I'm gonna say a sneak.
A sneak, okay?
Okay. So, in your ear, unbeknownst to everybody else, you hear a crackling and a very, very small voice. I will let you go, but you leave the captain here.
I consider this for a moment. And then I will just nod ever so slightly.
Okay.
I mean, based on my actions with the captain last session, I have no love for the captain at the moment.
Okay. And then, after a few moments, you hear Alistair firing off the shotgun.
Yeah, we're in trouble, guys. They're coming, and quite a lot of them.
And then you hear the crackling in your ear again, and all you hear is I've turned off all the signals, but the door is now unlocked. Keep your promise.
Understood.
Just want to say, as soon as you said, and then you hear, I got a Windows notification, and it just went boo.
Right.
Where's the med bay?
I will get to that in a second. Captain Killicoff,
Okay.
while this is all happening, you are in the medical room, the medical supply room.
Mm-hmm.
What have you been up to?
Well, whilst they've been bickering and having guns to each other's head, Captain Killikov has welded a hole straight through the wall and into the airlock.
Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna say. You've been working at it for a good 15 minutes at this point. I'm gonna say. Roll a bash action?
Could I not use the actual
Does it still have
phase
uses?
plasma welder? Yeah, it's got a D10.
I mean, it's the exact same roll. Oh no, it's a D8 on your bash. So yeah.
Yeah, my bash has been going down.
Yeah, no, go for it.
Has he got a new battery for it?
Ooh.
You're making good headway. You're almost there. You
Uh-huh.
can kind of see through to the other side now, but you've just got to
Isn't-
make it big enough for you to get through.
Isn't there something you can do to? Was it push a roll or?
What's it called? It's called a stunt
Oh,
roll.
it's a stunt, and that makes it a D12, doesn't it? Okay.
Yeah. You can use that if you want.
Well, as a reroll.
Yeah.
Except you don't.
I think I used my
Use
stunt.
yours.
I used my stunt to find the data stick.
Yeah.
Okay.
Remember last session?
Nope, but I'm gonna believe you anyway.
It's not tipped on the thing, so.
The data stick that's hidden in here.
Yeah, no, like I believe you. I just don't remember.
I described how I remember.
Yeah, I know, but my memory's really bad. That's all I'm saying.
Well, that's why I'm helping you jog it.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm saying I believe you. Let's move on. Okay, so you don't get the reroll. That's fine. Then your roll is a 2.
Mhm.
So yeah, as I said, you're starting to make headway. You can see through now. There's a gap, but it's just not big enough for you to get through yet.
Right.
Guys, are you
Right.
listening? There's like
Yes.
7 of them.
Right, this way. Warwick
This way? It's blocked.
Warwick heads to the door, pretends to mess around with the thing for a few seconds, and then hopefully the door opens because the robot said they unlocked it.
She did indeed unlock it. So yeah, after a couple of minutes of trying to unlock it, the door does open.
What the hell did you just do? We didn't even have the pad. I couldn't even get through that door.
I was just taking a guess at things because at desperation got lucky, I guess. Let's go.
What?
As you step inside, you see on the right-hand side the fire from a welding machine and a hole forming in the wall.
Well, I think we found the captain. Do you think you could work your magic on this outer door? I'm honestly surprised that you're managing to outdo Sweet.
I guess maybe they listened to reason and they've lowered the security. I'm not sure.
I'll take another shot trying to blast one of these things.
Yeah, okay,
As
roll.
the-
Maria
Roll.
and Doctor get into the airlock and we can close it, and that should at least stop it.
D4 3.
And then as they
And-
get in, I close the door.
Yeah, you can close the door. You do manage to shoot one of them,
And then
Alistair.
I
It
throw
kind of
the-
it doesn't go through it, but it kind of like ricochets off it. But these things aren't really that big, but the force is enough to kind of like it's like watching a tennis ball bounce off the ground at like full power. It just
Yeah,
kind of pings across the ground.
the shotgun sort of malfunctions after that, and I just chucked the shotgun at them because it ran out of
You-
charges.
Roll me a bash to like throw it
Oh.
at them.
All right. Oh, that's also a D4. That's joyful.
Yeah, okay. So it doesn't do any damage, but you kind of throw it in a way that like the shotgun is quite long, that you kind of get 2 or 3 of them, and it kind of just pushes them back a little bit. But it just seems to make them really angry, and then they start charging towards the door. And you can hear, as you guys are waiting for it to decompress, like all the scuttling, and they're literally climbing up the side of the door now.
Wow.
And it's starting to like one of them finds the window, and it kind of reaches up with like these pincer-like claws, and it starts stabbing at the glass.
How to get past the compression mechanism for this? So you're just gonna
You
have to
all
wait.
take a point of stress as you wait
I'm
to see
dead.
whether the decompression
Oh
or
no.
the monsters will get you first.
I die.
You die.
I'm at full stress.
Oh god. You guys all see as Wyrick, how does this happen to you?
I like to think that Wyrick just sort of sees that Kilikoff is pulling his way through and realizes he's not going to be able to keep his thing. He places something in Alistair's hand. He's just like, just get it to the cryogenics people, and then just has a heart attack and falls over.
What?
No.
Oh
No.
god, that I didn't realize you were on that many stress.
Yeah.
I thought you were on 2.
No, because I had the
Yeah.
one from Maria pointing
gun to his head.
Sweet pointing the gun to me.
Oh shit, yeah.
I'm just holding on to where, just like, what did you do? Oh no, he had a heart attack.
Yeah, I don't
Like
know.
Wyrick's probably been like profusely sweating for the last like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Like
In
I,
fact,
and
rather than a
obviously
heart attack, I just imagine like you see like the blood come from like his eyes sort of bloody over as he has like a brain aneurysm or something.
well, Wyrick, isn't
Stress.
it like part of your condition that you run warmer than most people?
Yeah.
Which means
Yeah.
your blood rate, your heart rate, your
Yep.
everything would be elevated. Because I know when my blood pressure goes,
Yeah.
I drop in temperature, whereas you're technically doing the opposite.
Yeah. So
well, I guess I take his sniper rifle and start blasting.
well, the door's locked.
The doors are locked. If you do that, you're going to get a ricochet effect off the walls.
Oh, I thought it was breaking through the window.
It is trying to break through the window. It's just a matter of seeing who gets in first, you or them.
All right, I take the sniper and prepare then.
Okay. Does
Yeah.
anybody else want to do anything while you're waiting?
Yeah, Kingsley, do something.
You just seen one of your crew members keel over Mr. Medical Officer. I don't think there's anything you can do.
Oh
but
my
still.
god, I've been muted this entire time.
Numpty.
Whoops. I run over and check pulse.
Oh, you could give me a think check now that he's dead on the floor.
Well, I mean, as a medical officer, I think I'd understand if he was dead or not. But if he's savable,
Oh, can I use my defibrillator on him?
Yes,
they...
Oh my
Maria.
god.
Revive
Give me
him!
a second. Give me a second. Let me check for a pulse first. If he has a pulse, that's
Let
just
the machines handle this!
the think check D8.
I like to think
Literally
that
what Maria's designed for.
I like to think that Maria's been in shutdown mode since this whole brain situation, and then like the pulse of a humanoid dying around them brings them back into
Holy shit.
place.
Fucking
Maria, how do you bring Wyrick back to life with that roll?
Well, I use my little defibrillators, you know, standard issue, press them onto Red. I don't know, machine would genuinely think a heart would be. Just go zappy zap, and like kind of electricity comes out of the defibrillators and kind of zaps into work, and like he kind of jolts up, and hopefully it's alive.
Wyrick, you feel the most intense pain that you've ever felt. Freezing yourself. And you suddenly jolt awake. And it's like you've just had a really bad trip. Your head is pounding. Your chest really hurts. You're struggling to breathe. Everything's blurry. There's just so much noise around you. You've got this high-pitched sound going through your ears. You are revived. You minus 1 point of stress.
Okay.
Wow. So, I see why she's your assistant, Kingsley. You identify the dead, and she brings them back.
Wait, I died? Holy shit. I just thought I was collapsing and just making sure that things were safe. Wait. Is the door open yet?
No.
The door beeps.
Yes.
Decompression has been completed.
Let's go before I die again.
Oh. Okay.
And it's as you are all getting onto the ship that one of these creatures manages to pierce the glass.
Turn around, take shot beforehand.
Yes, using Wyrick's sniper, which I stole from him when he died.
Hey, what are you doing with my my telescope?
You died!
They start putting the pincers through the glass and they start prying it open, and all of these things start pouring.
Am I through yet?
You can roll me another one of your rolls.
Mm-hmm. Did go down or tool?
On a tool, yeah.
Okay. So has it gone down from a D10
Yes.
to a D8?
It would have, yes.
Well, you said I made progress last time.
You have made progress. You can attempt to squeeze through now. You might just fit.
I'll try.
Cool. That will be... It's either a sneak or a dash to get through this hole.
Go with dash.
It's a tight squeeze.
I'm going. Squeeze. Fuck.
You get stuck halfway through. You take a point of stress as these creatures are pouring into this room, and they spot that you are stuck, and you have metal on your face.
I take a shot.
Take a shot.
Captain. No, I'm kidding.
That's my last sniper shot.
It is, and there it's gone.
At least give me the scope.
Yeah.
Kingsley, help me through. I'm stuck.
Captain, I'll run over and I'll grab his arm, try and pull him through.
Alistair, you take your shot.
At this one coming through.
Yep. The bullet, as I explained earlier, ricochets off the metal of the door, and it comes back to you,
Oh no, I missed.
and it takes you in the shoulder,
I shot myself.
and you take another point of stress.
I sort of look at Alistair for a moment, who I realise again he's not the most loyal to the captain. I'm just like, two choices: we wait and hope that they get him out in time, or we close the damn door and just leave.
Why would we leave? Like he's not the greatest captain, but why would we leave?
Because the only reason the door got opened is because I agreed to leave him behind.
Kingsley, roll me a dash action, please.
Before I do I take my shot? Because I took it at the same time as
Yeah, take your shot.
Alistair.
Yeah.
D8. Pew pew.
You take your shot, But there's so many of these things starting to come through now that it's a choice of which one do you get. And then your captain calls for you to help him through, and you're going to need both arms to get him through. He's wedged in here thoroughly.
That's my bash.
That's your bash. You on your own, it's not enough.
Somebody help me.
Really?
We need to get the captain out.
I'm gonna help.
Okay.
He's a dick, but it's the honourable thing to do.
Okay. Right.
Is there some sort of moral role I can do? I'm just trying to think how I would decide what to do at this point.
Alistair's like, Warwick, it's not right. Hold the door, and I rush forward.
Okay, I'm gonna say you guys compare together your two rolls to make this roll.
Is it sway against swear, or something?
No, it's both of you rolling a bash action.
Because you're trying to get him out. I just sort of
and you
look.
can add your scores together.
I look at Sweet for a moment, just like.
I have a D4 anywhere.
Just sort of.
Oh, come on.
Alistair.
Isn't a 4 a success, but with a cost?
Yes, that's what I'm getting to. Kingsley, you've got more certainty in the way that you're trying to get your captain free. Alistair, you're kind of on the fence. You're leaning more towards saving this guy, which is why you've come out. But you're also very aware that Warwick is the deal that has now been made. Is he going to close the door on you? You've kind of got one foot leaning towards the ship, ready to bolt if you have to. But you're also still trying to pull. And your indecision and your hesitancy, one of these creatures starts to scuttle up your legs.
Oh no.
And it sinks a pincer into the meat of your knee joint. But there, as you do, you kind of reel backwards, and it's enough force and such a jerky movement that you do manage to pull the captain free.
Oh, nice. Did we learn what happens if you get bit by any of these?
You did not.
Oh. Am I able to kick it up? I need to kick it off.
You do need to kick it off, yes.
I do need to kick it off.
Thank you, Rosa.
Can I now
Let's
use a regular shoot?
Stop shooting in here.
Can I
That's
shoot
an
it?
order. Get on the ship.
Am I able to shoot it off my leg?
Can I throw a smoke grenade as a distraction?
Yes,
Maybe
you
startle it.
absolutely can.
I'll actually use probably a useless item.
Yeah, throw the smoke grenade at its face.
D8. 1 second.
I can't believe, Alistair, after just shooting the door and getting shot yourself, you're going to try and shoot it off of your leg.
Well, yeah.
Think about how badly that can go if you fail.
Okay, Alistair, are you going to roll this shot?
I am. I guess I pull out a pistol or something, because I've not used a shoot this whole time because I've just been using it off my item inventory.
Okay, roll to shoot. Shoot to roll.
It's a D10. It's the thing I'm the best at. What is going on?
This thing has literally got, like, its pincers in your leg.
I'll shoot my leg off. This is fine. What the hell?
What is happening?
Why did we roll for initiative suddenly?
Because everyone's jumping in and over each other, I think it's best to just go in an initiative order.
Oh, okay.
Just to have some semblance of order. Because everyone's like, I do this, I do that, I do this, I do that.
Alright.
It's like, yeah, hold on. Anyway, use it if you wish.
That's fine.
So we're on Alistair right now.
Yeah. If I've just shot my leg off, that I'll happily do that if it gets this thing off me.
Insanity.
Yeah, you shoot it off, and it kind of goes. It like obviously had its pincers in your knee, and as you shoot it, it does kind of it's again the whole tennis ball thing kind of pings off and out. Yeah, you do take your point of stress from being stabbed by this thing.
Imagine. And I start dragging my way back in.
I'm just gonna get to the door and kind of grab him by his his chest piece and drag him in.
Yeah,
Where?
Maria,
Get the door.
Maria, you throw your smoke bomb just as the doors kind of close. And the last thing you see is the robot version of Sweet that had gone dormant again, getting swarmed by all these creatures, and they're literally just tearing it apart piece by piece.
No. Hurry, go back. We
And
need
then
to
once
save
they-
Sweet.
And then once they're done with that, they start hurling towards the doors.
We need to leave.
Quick, get us out of here.
And just in case, Alistair, Captain, I'm sure you'll agree, considering Sweet's thing, we should probably go off on manual rather than automated systems.
Yes. Get that ship up and running. I'm surprised the door got open. That's why I didn't respond to comms. Busy welding.
Yes, we got lucky there. I just sort of look at Alistair.
Yeah, can I have medical attention, please? Bleeding out my leg.
Yes, of course. Let's get to the med bay. I'll sort you out.
I also check my clock. How close are we getting to a meltdown?
Very damn close.
Yeah. Me a minute? 10 minutes?
You've got about 5 minutes.
5 minutes. Yeah, we should kick off like as soon as possible as I'm being dragged to the med bay.
Captain, do you know how to pilot temporarily just to get us off whilst he's being seen to?
Yes. Can get this old rust bucket moving.
I'll do my best to assist.
Okay.
So, yeah, I'll head off to the med bay, which is somewhere. I remember where that is.
Oh, I went the wrong way. Yep, I'm on a...
Oh my god, I actually got it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the kitchen.
Wait,
But there's a bed in here and what looks like a medical table.
it does look like a medical table. That's what I thought.
Hmm,
Oh yeah, that does make sense. It looks all machiney like.
Perhaps. Oh yeah, this is... Yeah, you might be right. Yeah, it is. It is the med bay.
So has no one stayed by the doors?
No, because we're meant to be kicking off, so hopefully nothing will break through in that very short time.
Okay.
That's what we are hoping.
Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna ask for.
Well, I got controls of the doors here, right?
Yep.
Can I shut the airlock door? Just slow
Yeah,
them
I
down?
mean you already have. Like that's already
Seal
locked.
it.
It locked when you came in.
Okay.
Everyone roll me a think roll, please.
Right.
Yeah.
As long as
Let's
it's
see
not a
how
bleed
quickly you
roll.
can all come together to get this ship and everything ready to go.
Ooh.
Okay. Alistair's mostly focused on his wound.
I think...
It was a 5 though. It was a decent think roll. I'm just like trying to guide them through the comms as I'm profusely bleeding out.
So Alistair, you're as you're getting looked at, and Kingsley is helping you with your wound. You notice Maria's sort of sitting to one side, looking like they sort of spaced out. Usually there's a bit more life to her and she's a bit more vibrant. But moments ago, she was saying, no, we have to save her. We have to go back. You know, she threw the smoke grenade. And now she's just sort of sitting there, very calm, very quiet.
Everything okay, Maria?
We should have gone back.
We would. They've all died.
Sweet
Gone
would have
back.
saved us.
Gone back for who?
Sweet, my sister.
But how could Sweet save us if she couldn't save herself?
Didn't Sweet transfer back to the ship?
Good question.
Sweet hasn't said anything since you arrived back on the ship. The captain has gone into manual controls due to the way Sweet was behaving.
Sweet is here, Maria. Don't worry, she's going to be dormant because we're in manual control. We need to get safety first before we can progress any further. If you wish to join her, you can go into stasis.
Oh.
Maria, watching your sister get torn apart by those creatures and just having that memory replay over in your head, you do take a point of stress. No matter how much Kingsley is reassuring you that she's here and you're aware that she's here, you still can't get that vision from your brain. It's embedded now in your code.
I'll put you stress on it. Ooh.
Captain and Wirrick, you've both gone to the controls to try and get this ship moving, to get unconnected from the Vargas 1. You can both sense the unnerving tension from earlier on, pre splitting off and everything like that. Captain, you take your seat. Wirrick, you're doing what you got to do. You're both a bit frazzled. Like, Captain, that moment you got stuck, and those things started coming towards you. It was like reliving the first time round all over again. And you're a little bit shaky, but you do manage to kind of start putting in all of the takeoff and things like that. And you've got the data file. You've got everything that you needed to save your wife. You're almost there.
All right, activate thrusters.
Understood.
Make a bond maneuver. I'll get the hell out of this place.
You hear the click and the clunk and the whirring of the engines, and it's familiar, and there's that smell of whatever it is that fuels this ship, because let's face it, I don't know the answer to that.
Unobtainium.
Deep in your bones, you all feel like, I'm home. This is home. This is familiar. This isn't the horrors of what was on that ship. And you disconnect from the Vargas 1, and the Vargas 2 separates and starts to veer off. And just for a moment, you think everything is right.
Uh-oh.
And then on the radars, on your screens, even in the medical bay, you can see out the window. And you all watch as the Vargas 1 from the inside just starts to burn brighter and brighter and to glow. This thing is ready to blow. And you can see the heat building within the core. It's just getting hotter and hotter. And you guys are really close to this explosion.
Yeah. I'm
Punch it.
waiting out the seconds.
Yeah, I'm trying to do whatever I can to, as they say, punch it.
Punch it, Chewie.
Okay.
Build up that thrust. Not being the most
James?
experienced at this.
If you are doing what it takes, then you do have a stunt roll you can use. Or is that you've used it?
Nope, I can use mine. Yeah, I'll try my stunt roll to try to kick this into overdrive. So that's a D12.
Yeah.
9.
Nice.
You literally run from one side of the bridge to the other, like, repeatedly. The captain is obviously trying to steer you away. And you are basically doing the job of 6 different people in this time and space. You are moving like the Flash, man.
I think it's all that, because Wirek, obviously looking at the image, has like some cybernetic augment, so I'm imagining it's the charge from the defibrillator just put him into overdrive.
He
That's
wasn't.
Yep. It's like
Zooming.
he's had like 58-hour energy, but he's burning it all in it's for a few seconds.
The ship starts to veer away, and you can hear the engines start to really, really struggle and shake, and you can almost feel the pull from like where this heat is starting to build and build. There's almost like a slight pull bringing the back end of your ship towards it, and then you just shunt forward.
Full power.
And then this thing explodes, and all the sensors and all the alarms start blaring and going off. But it's almost like the explosion, you get just far enough away that the pressure from this explosion kind of pushes you a little bit further out. Everybody roll me a dash roll, please. Let's see if you can all stay on your feet or...
I die at this point again.
Oh, come on. Of course I can't stay on my feet. I only have one of them.
Can I use my stun as my...
Yes, you absolutely can.
Yay! And here we go.
You have to give a description on how you stunned it there.
Okay. How do you do this, Maria? How do you manage to stay on your feet?
Right, activate my maglock boots. My booties.
Your magic booties.
Yes, my magic booties. My maglock booties. And just like magnetized to the floor. Just like
Alistair and Kingsley, you see Maria basically stomp her feet like a tantruming toddler. And there's this loud clunk as these mag boots, like proper high gear, latch on. She ain't moving for no one.
Yep, that'll do it.
Yeah. Oh, my face.
Wirek, you find yourself, you're running around so quickly that it almost, you're kind of like a sailor running across like a swaying ship during a storm.
Yep.
You kind of skid off, you almost roll your ankle and it's quite painful, but you manage to kind of like catch yourself with your hands before you kind of like face plant the floor. Kingsley, you're in the middle of trying to help Alistair with his dodgy leg. And it's at this point where the ship lurches, and Alistair, you kind of roll off the bed, and your leg that Kingsley has hold of kind of twists and crunches in such a way that it basically snaps it out of like the knee joint.
Oh.
And you basically, your top half falls off the medical bed while Kingsley is still holding your leg in the opposite direction.
Oh God! It's not meant to bend that way.
It's fine. I didn't need it anyway.
Oh Jesus!
The pain is so much, you do take that last point of stress.
He goes off the bed off the opposite side. And then you hear an ow, and then just silence.
I've got the defibrillator at the ready.
What's the charge on it now? D8.
D8.
I'll run over and just go, shit, Alistair. Fuck.
I'm just face down, silent.
Maria, you can roll your defib.
Yeah, I just bring him back on and slam him on the table. Maria, get in here.
That's a forward.
Nose bleeding.
Maria, you do your defibrillator thing. And Alistair, yes, your heart starts pumping again. But Kingsley still has hold of your leg. So it wrenches again as you kind of jolt.
Oh, I thought my leg was away from my body.
No, it hasn't been torn off. It's just dislocated.
Oh, okay. I thought he was literally like Buzz Lightyear holding onto my leg right now.
Oh God, no. No. You are awake, but you're in so much intense pain that you feel like you much rather just die.
Put it back! Ah!
It's going to probably be a very long time before you can use that leg again. Like a true pirate, you may as well get a peg one.
Cut it off!
This time round, I'm going to strap him down so he doesn't go anywhere.
All right, Captain Kilikoff, you are just about the only person who was seated during this ordeal, and you're in a
Yeah.
chair that's specifically designed to cushion things like this.
Strapped in. Got my seatbelt on.
Like, there's a sudden jarring, and like because of all the prosthetics that you do have, you get like a twinge of pain through the back of your neck where it kind of jars, almost like whiplash. But you've done this 1,000 times. You're a veteran at this point. You just kind of grit your teeth through a lot of the pain. Give me a bear with me. It's going to be a think check, Captain. Okay. As you all kind of steady yourself after this explosion, two things happen. One, something on the screen in front of you appears. It's not too far away from you, but it is large, and you recognize it. It is a government ship,
Oh shit.
and not just any ship. It's what you used to call a cleanup ship.
I thought we were the cleanup.
And the other thing that happens is from below decks, there is a loud metallic thud.
No.
One got on
Uh-oh.
board.
Like they just docked on us.
No,
Or-
it's too far away from you for that.
So something hit us.
Something else came from below.
And where our ship is positioned, does that make sense to that whatever just hit us came from the ship that just exploded?
Quite possibly.
Like a bit of debris?
Quite possibly.
Can we do some sort of external scan to see if we can work out what it is using
You can indeed.
ship's computers, I guess?
Warwick, you can roll me a think check.
I really need to rest everything's a D4 for me.
F4.
Nice. Warwick, as you're running around and you and the captain both hear this thing from below you, and the captain says, "Is that some debris? Is that what this is?" But he's still staring at the screen, and Warwick, you glance at the screen and you see the same large shape. But there doesn't seem to be anything around the Vargas 2. You can see a lot of the debris is kind of like on the radar.
But none of it seems to be nearby to suggest that we got
There
hit
is
by
some of it
debris.
nearby, but nothing that would be large enough to make that sort of sound.
Don't think it's debris, Captain. Nothing on the scanners matches.
Crew, this is your captain speaking. We have a few complications. There may be something aboard the Vargas, too. In addition, we have a government vessel on approach.
So, maybe it's Sweet making a return? And secondly, is the government vessel a bad thing?
Sounded too large to be sweet. As for the vessel, that's a cleanup crew.
Likely they want to clean up any evidence of this occurring, which includes anyone who was aware of it outside their control. Which would
Is there no
include
way
us.
we can jump away from it?
Bad news is, they are lucky here to cover up. The good news is, they can't do it without getting access to what I have first.
Wait, I thought we were the cleanup crew.
So did I.
So,
It seems the deal has been altered. Pray that they do not alter it any further.
Damn it.
so
Star Wars Day was yesterday.
So what happens if they board us and then kill all of us? Do they go back to their ship and then another government ship comes to clean them up?
I have what they want. A data stick.
Oh,
If we want to get out of this alive, we will have to work together.
This is not going to be easy.
They will likely request to board this ship or have me send the data remotely.
There is one other option, Captain. Technically, we have two things they might want. We could just send one of them. You've got the data stick, true, but we also have one of the scientists from the ship who would also have that information, or at least some of it. They can't possibly know exactly what we have. So, but that is, of course, a risk, and honestly, not a good one. But
makes a good point. You wouldn't know that you have a data stick, but they would, for in fact, know that we have the doctor.
The
'Cause they'll
doctor did
see.
not know everything. The data stick is what they're truly after.
yes, but they don't know we have that. All they know is that we might have information from aboard the ship that they
So you're
want.
saying that docking is necessary? That way they'll love to get the doctor. Whenever
It's,
that creature is aboard our ship, perhaps we can trap it in the cargo bay.
I mean, it's just, I'm just trying to consider all the options. My other worry is that if Sweet's AI did get aboard, that they might reveal more information, because they seem to have it out for you, Captain.
So does that creature. And we don't have the manpower to deal with it.
No. But if we can dock, we could potentially get the cleanup crews help. They'll have more equipment for that, and then we just need to give them something to suggest that.
We'll cooperate.
Yeah.
Kingsley, Alistair, and Maria, can you all give me think?
What am I thinking other than ah? It's not the worst roll I've had all night.
Okay. Kingsley, it's you that sees it first. The window you were looking at when you saw the ship explode. You turn, and in the darkness, you see a face on the other side of the window, staring
What
at
the
you.
Oh,
What the fuck is that? He points a shotgun at it.
It's literally... It's like a child that presses its face up against the glass, and you would think in the environment that's outside the window that it wouldn't look intact at all, but it does. And you watch as its hands kind of cover the window, and it crawls its way up over to the top of the ship.
Captain, I don't know how to say this, but there's a kid on the side of the ship.
It's not a kid, but like, you know when a kid presses its face up against glass?
Oh,
It was
right.
doing that.
Okay. Okay. That was, yeah. Okay.
You're hallucinating again, Kingsley. And I'll hold this off.
Well, we did just have a ship blow up fucking inches from us.
It's like
Something's on the top of the ship.
some sort of bio-mutated creature. We need to request assistance from the cleanup crew and go to hail them.
Captain, just before, do we have any? I've seen them on some ships. I'm not sure if we have them. We've not had a reason to use them. Do we have any sort of way of temporarily electrifying the hull in order to, like, a pulse of some sort? Because I have seen that on.
That sounds ridiculously advanced.
We
Does
are
the
ri-
Vargas 2...
We're a ridiculously advanced ship. We're a spaceship with like faster than light travel or something.
Sure.
The Vargas 2 is a pretty old ship
So it probably doesn't. It's
in terms of like in comparison to the ship that's approaching you. This thing is like
like the old Junker, and that's like the
yeah,
Porsche.
pretty much yeah. Like the Vargas one was even kind of like junkier. It was kind of like bigger and bulkier as well. This is more like a streamlined version of the original Vargas.
What if?
So it's slightly upgraded, but not to the standard that you're hoping.
What if we shut down most of our systems and plug them directly into Maria and her defibrillators?
The fuck? There's a certain amount of outage, like voltage it can take, I'm sure. Probably just blow up Maria. But I mean, right now, I think the others... Is there guns or turrets on the exterior?
Yes.
Okay.
They wouldn't be very, very powerful because you guys are a very small vessel ship. But
Okay.
you definitely have some sort of firearm on the outside for things
probably
like
does.
debris in the air.
Okay. Can I get a view from that port? From the... where I
Yeah.
am right now?
So you'd have to go to here, which is point 7, if you
That's an
wanted
armory.
to.
That's the storage locker. It's a closet. But I mean, sure.
I'm not literally using the key
I thought
that's
this-
on there, but fine.
There's a gun here. I thought
Okay.
maybe this is the
Yeah,
gun I see.
sure, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, you can see through it, and well, because
Okay.
obviously if that's its purpose, then yes, you can see out.
Okay. Is it on the top, right? So now
It's
it's
on the top.
it's climbed up to the top. I'm gonna swivel it around and see if I can aim and take fire at this thing.
You have to give me a perception.
Oh shit.
It's pretty dark, especially post explosion. There's a lot of debris floating about. Again, nothing massive. But from where you are, compared to where the med bay was, it's a bit of a distance. And as you wait and you look about, you do see something move, but you can't quite make out what it is.
I'll fire it in that direction.
Shoot.
All right.
I have a plan. I have a cunning plan.
What's the plan, Alistair?
We lure it to the airlock, and if we manage to get it to the airlock, we pop the airlock open as it gets there, and Kingsley pops open his 6-man triage tent right in its face.
Okay, Alistair, I'm going to pause you there so I can actually finish what the captain's doing,
Yeah, go on.
because he has taken a shot. You kind of, as I said, you see like the thing moving, and it's moving quite surprisingly quickly, but you manage, like, again, you're a veteran, you've done this before, and you take your shot, and for a moment, it misses, but it lights up enough that you can see the outline of this thing, and it's very similar to like the Slender Man-y looking thing from before, but this thing has a longer face and a tail.
Oh.
Sure. Oh no, it must be the lizard guy, right?
And it turns its head towards where the shot came from, and it just starts like lurching its way towards you.
I opened fire, full auto, on this thing.
You can roll another shot.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Yeah, you literally just like you rain down hell on this thing, and you just constantly firing at it. It managed to dodge a few, and then it gets caught and it kind of staggers a moment, and it gets so close that you can actually see that it's got, much like Kingsley said to you, it's got a face, and it is the face of a lizard, but part of its face is kind of like from the explosion clearly has kind of like torn away.
Eight hot star of death, you freak.
Yeah, it staggers it for a minute, and it does turn around and sort of skulk back the other way as if to sort of like lick its wounds. It doesn't detach from the ship, but it moves far enough away that you can't see it anymore.
The thing just shrugged off plasma shots.
It's not good.
Yeah.
But then again, from what we understood, those pills that they were taking were meant to make some sort of advanced soldier, right? Guessing in this case they worked. Perhaps better.
Under to hail. We're gonna hail the other ship.
Yeah.
Captain.
And then explain my plan.
You want to make sure they don't get the data stick, right? That's
Correct.
the main goal. I have a place.
Until we have a way of escaping them.
I have a place I can hide it that's unlikely to be looked in because it's worked for me for a long time.
Up your ass.
No, he opens up the compartment in his gun where he hides the actual formula he's working on for the better cryogenics. That's kind of dodgy. I could
With all
hide
due
it.
respect, Warwick, if I'm hiding it in there, I'm going to need that gun of you.
Then you can have it. Yeah, if it's the way
Also,
to get
they are
the
likely to disarm us when we approach.
Yes, but providing we can prove we have nothing, they're likely to return our weaponry to us afterwards once we... They're not going to keep it.
It's at this moment that your comms beep. You're being hailed by the larger ship.
Give it here.
I hand him it.
This is the Vargas 2 responding.
Vargas 2, prepare yourself for docking.
Understood.
As you finish the comms, it's very blunt and to the point. There's no pooping about or anything like that. And you feel, even though you've stopped steering, you can feel your ship now being pulled and twisted sideways. And this much, much larger ship that was a little bit further away from you now is kind of sitting stationary, and you are being pulled towards it rather than it coming to you. So it says prepare for docking, but you are technically docking it. And it takes a few moments. And after those few moments, the airlock clicks.
I'm getting it to everyone. Tell them to lock and load, in case we enter into a gunfight, and to take cover near the exterior doors.
I'll just grab a spare gun from the armory as I just gave mine to the captain.
All hands on deck. Lock and load.
Me too.
You got it.
Everyone.
It's just limping along.
If they question our hostility, we can explain that there is something aboard our vessel.
I will ready my defibrillators.
Hold me,
I
Kingsley.
don't know where you guys are, but yeah.
I'll bring you along.
Thank you. But yeah, I'll ready the zappy zap.
I like the fact that you're all going to that side when they could be coming from the other side.
I'll just stand in this middly bit.
I'm kidding.
Are they this side? I mean,
It's fine. It doesn't matter which side that they come from, to be fair.
I'm gonna go over here.
Are we expecting them through these doors?
That's
Yes.
the other airlock.
Yeah, I'm basically just gonna
Take cover.
I'm taking cover because I don't have a use of a leg anyway, so I'm pretty much just like leaning on the box.
Okay. After a few moments, the airlock kind of depressurizes. and it's not quite a doorbell, but they still have to press something so that you guys let them in.
Ding dong.
Bing boom.
Avon calling.
Yes.
You put the ship on manual, so
I'll head over to the door and say, Captain, do I open?
Can we see them through the door?
yes.
And are they locked and loaded as
Yes.
well?
There's about 4 of them. There's one stood in front, and then there's 3 others behind. The one in front isn't armed, but the ones behind are.
Okay.
They're all uniformed officers. The one in the front is wearing a slightly different uniform. It's closer to the one that you wear, but it's a darker color.
Open the door.
Understood. So I will press in the code or whatever it is to open the door from this side.
Oh, it's
The doors-
opening from this side.
The door's
Whoops.
open, and the quartet of people step through the doors, and they look about. And the one in front of you is a sort of shorter, stockier woman who kind of looks around the ship like it's dirty. It's not been cleaned in a while. It's kind of beneath her, and she takes you all in.
I say, no, thank you. We don't want any more visitors, well wishers, or distant relations.
Quite.
Apologies for him. He's had a rough day.
He's
It's
already died
positive.
once today.
That's true.
Yes, I believe that. Where is Captain Kilikoff?
Here.
Who?
I've stepped out from behind me. Go.
You are overdue.
Greetings. They run into some complications, but everything went to plan. The ship has been destroyed. The only remaining evidence is on a data stick. The Wio. I'm sorry, now I'm gonna say
It's the doctor. Where is he? There he
Yeah.
is.
Well,
There he is.
that and
That was the plan.
yeah.
Keep it. Keep it on in the doctor.
was the only survivor of the Vargas One. The doctor, he was in charge of the experiment.
Indeed. Good work, Captain. Doctor, if you'd like to follow my colleague back to the ship, you'll be well taken care of, I assure you. And the doctor sort of looks to you, Kingsley, and very slowly presses something into your hand as he steps forward towards the woman.
I'll take it and just tuck it into the back of my waistband and cover it.
Mm-hmm. As he passes you, Maria, he places something. He sort of pats you on the head. And as he does, you kind of feel something kind of drop into the sort of like the back neck joint behind you. And then he walks towards the woman. And then he walks past the woman. And she mutters something to him as he passes, and he nods. And then he goes off with one of the other colleagues to the ship. He goes quietly, calmly.
Hmm.
And then she looks round.
Now,
What about my end of the bargain?
Well, first we have to make sure you're not hiding more than you've said. The explosion has happened, but we need to make sure there's nothing contraband still on this ship. And then she nods to the other 2 that are remaining, and they sort of spread out. We'll be on our merry way as soon as we have what we need. And then you can consider our bargain filled.
Where is she? Is she safe?
Of course. I'm a woman of my word.
I would like to hear her.
I mean, I can't do that right now. You'd have to head back to the lodge.
Is that a station?
The lodge is the space station that you came from. It's the one that's
Okay.
basically a big hodgepodge of all these broken ships that is kind of built and built and built over the years.
Okay. And they're not able to access a relay or something?
No, it would be too far away.
Okay. All right. Fine.
As
Fair.
this inspection is going on, it's a good few moments, and obviously you're having this discussion about wanting to speak with your wife and wanting to hear that she's okay, and then being told, no, it's not possible, you're too far away. And half of it kind of feels like they're just kind of like fobbing you off until they made sure that everything's okay. And then all of you hear a blood-curdling scream from beneath the deck.
Well, that's
And
not good.
the woman sort of jolts and then looks to you.
But
Need I remind you of what will happen if you have done something that goes against our bargain?
they've done nothing to compromise ourselves. Something must have hit us when we escaped the Vargas one. Everyone will need their weapons. Be sure we can clean this up. As long as you keep the doctor safe, you have everything you want.
She eyes you for a moment. Roll me a sway check.
Okay. Sway is something I have points in, I hope.
Yep, you got a
Yep,
D8.
D8. I'm the captain after all. 8. Boom.
Nice.
Nice.
She pauses. I'm going to leave my other man here. I imagine the other one has done himself an injury. She starts to turn back towards the door. If my men don't return in 20 minutes, I am leaving.
Maybe we should board your ship.
That is your choice. But I can't guarantee you'll make it home.
What does that mean?
It means we're not going back the way you want to. I have other things to do.
Like what? Adventure?
That's confidential information, I'm afraid.
I would rather have my ship intact, so that I can go back to the lodge. But any manpower would be appreciated, whatever this creature is. It could be resistance.
Creature, you said something hit you.
We saw things aboard the Vargas one. We thought we'd destroy them all. The experiment was somewhat successful.
She pauses and she turns over her shoulder to look at you. So what you're saying is everyone aboard this ship saw what was on that ship. That's what you're telling me.
I saw nothing.
You disappoint me, Captain. Your reputation doesn't do you very well right now. And she starts to head back towards her ship.
My current law, they will destroy this creature. And then they will speak of it never again.
All right. Looks like our asses are on the line. So I'm going to get everyone to form up and head towards the cargo bay.
We were safe until you mentioned the creature.
Oh, they can hear something just killed someone. I mean, it's pretty obvious. And the fact that she said, I mean, she kind of contradicts herself. She's like, I'm going back on my ship. Go kill it. Obviously, if we're going down there, we're going to see it. Like, huh?
She said we could go with her.
Yeah, but you're not going home. That's the problem. So
Well,
it's
that
either
wouldn't
kill
bother
the...
me.
Yeah.
This way, by the way. The
We could
stairs are
go
down here.
Anywhere that they go. Adventure. I don't know.
Scientific pursuits.
This
I think-
says up, but I'm sure it's down.
I don't even have home.
They're at the museum,
Okay.
right?
Hey, that wasn't harm. That was servitude.
Kingsley, you have point.
Oh, can't
Oh,
go.
what? Okay, right.
I'm just gonna
There is no down or up, just wall.
Hi. Yeah. Warwick's just I'm just gonna sort of I'll hang back. I'm not exactly in the best fighting state, and I don't really have a weapon on me.
You all enter what normally would be the cargo bay, or it's like the docking area for a smaller craft if you took one on. And you see, kind of in the center where all the grating that kind of opens up is this large lizard-like creature, and it's literally tearing apart this uniformed officer. You can literally smell the blood in the air, and you can hear the sounds as it literally crunches its jaw through all bone and tissue, and there's a tearing sound as the fabric of his uniform kind of rips. And as it kind of pulls apart a chunk, his hat kind of skids along the floor towards your feet, Kingsley.
Oh crap, that thing's big.
Any
Oh,
ideas?
boy.
Oh, it is. Oh,
Bear in mind the laser turret didn't leave a dent in it. So I'm all ears to ideas right now.
Right, new.
I have one idea, but it's risky as hell, and whoever tries it is probably going to die. Actually, no.
I mean, we still have the pop-up tent idea.
Yes,
I
but
don't get what the hell you're talking about.
basically open the airlock, put the pop-up tent in front, and as the airlock out, the tent goes with it and pushes it out.
Yeah, like a netting sort of thing. In my head, I
Okay.
imagine this triage tent to be like one of those pull release cords, and it just pops up.
Right, right.
The idea.
Where is the airlock?
The
It's
airlock?
not down here, is
No,
it?
the airlock. We'd have to get it upstairs somehow, which doesn't seem likely.
The
with its
area
size.
down here, so the area that this thing is stood on, you know it opens up at the bottom.
Oh, right.
It's a loading bay, so it would open up
We can.
and you'd load up anything, but you would do it when you were docked. You wouldn't do it any other
Of
time.
course. No.
Because if you open that in deep space, your ship's just going to turn itself inside out.
Lovely.
Yeah,
Okay.
unless you lock everything.
Where is the controls for this set of doors?
So it takes multiple people. So you've got the left and right arms, which obviously act as the hinges either side.
I'm guessing operated from 1A and 1B.
Pretty much, yes. You then have this spot that's up here.
What's that?
So this area here is another gun turret.
Okay.
And then behind it there's a little hatch. And normally there would be like a pipeline that comes like from whatever docking station you're in. It comes up here. That has to be engaged to enable the thing to understand that you are docked, so it's safe to open the hatches. So someone's going to have to get past that creature to get to that if you want this thing to open.
Huh.
Maria? You're the one who's most small and unnoticeable, perhaps. You could sneak through with your mag boots, maybe along the ceiling or something.
But it's most
You
likely
get
to
to it.
be attracted to those with the most machinery.
Metal?
Yeah.
True.
Like a robot.
But
Yeah.
my idea, Captain, that thing I showed you earlier, if we were to inject it with that, it's technically meant to be like a quick release wake up thing, but it essentially will overstimulate the body in order to wake it up quicker. If you do that on something that's already awake, it could perhaps cause something similar to a heart attack, but we don't know what it would do to such a creature.
Or it could make it even stronger and angrier.
That's...
There is a There is a nuclear option, and that is we all board their ship.
And take out our ship.
Yeah. That's the nuclear option.
I'm sensing deja vu here. And then
Yeah.
it gets blown over to
And
that
then-
ship.
Yeah, this is it.
Okay, this is the point where I'm going to ask everyone to roll initiative, because this creature's almost finished eating this dude, and it's starting to listen for more food.
That's fine.
Joy.
Oh. That makes sense.
Apparently, I'm
I'm on-
hyper alert, despite the fact that I literally won't be able to do anything in this situation.
You go on. I'm hopping along right now.
Yeah, I'm on a D4.
Why have
but
you named him Eddie Lizard?
Eddie
Eddie Lizard.
Lizard.
Eddie Lizard.
Eddie Lizard.
Damn it.
I'm on a D4 for literally every single one of my skills.
Everything apart from shoot, so I can shoot at it, and that's it.
Yep.
I could throw the
Okay.
tent at it if we want to do the tent thing.
Just now.
Shoot also
Alright.
counts as throw.
Warwick, you're up first. Make a decision. What are you doing?
I'm going to try to sneak into the side room, I guess.
Alright. Roll me a sneak roll then, please.
Because no matter what I do, it's going to be a roll, and that one seems the less immediately. It's 2.
Okay. You step out into the area, and this thing's just finishing its snack, and it's listening, and it immediately hears you.
Oof.
Nah.
Roll me a dash. We'll see if you're faster or it's faster.
Ooh.
You are faster. It starts charging towards you, and you just barely manage. It kind of like nips at your heel and takes like the heel of your boot off. But you
Yep.
just manage to get in and shut the door, and it starts scratching at the door.
Oh wow, it's right in front of us already.
Yep.
That is crazy.
Sick.
Release mechanism 1 ready, I guess.
So you have to do it in unison, so you can't
Yeah, I know.
open it until you're together.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm ready to release when.
Okay, brilliant, cool. Is there anything else you want to do while you're there?
Honestly, I wish I could take a breather and recover my stats, but
Um,
Yeah,
I'm
maybe
probably-
we should have done that before we came down. Whoops.
I'm thinking in this case, if there's anything in here I can use to sort of like.
To be fair, catching your breath, it can be done at any time, even during combat.
Oh, shit.
However, a new complication will be added to this scenario if you do.
Well, in this case, considering I'm in here, I'm going to try to use whatever's in here to try to wedge the door to make it harder to get through, I guess, and that'll be the rest of what I do for now.
Okay, so you're not catching your breath.
No, because for at least for now, like if
That's
someone
fine.
distracts it away from me, then I'll probably use that moment to catch a breath. Just be like,
Sure, you managed to wedge the door. I'll say you can do that much. And the rest of you are all watching as this big creature is kind of like a cat, like trying to get something that's gone into a corner that they can't quite get. So Kingsley, you're up next.
So, Kingsley is going to dive in the opposite one.
Okay, roll me a sneak. Let's see if you can.
What's my sneak? Oh, D4. Great. Let's go.
Okay, you are
Good
a
enough.
little bit slower than Warwick, but you are like it literally. It kind of like it's trying to claw through the door, and then it hears the scuff of your boots, and it turns around. And it's kind of like a dog play. This thing is like a giant dog, basically, but it's very vicious, very scary. And it turns its head and it starts charging its way towards you. I'm gonna say it does manage to catch kind of like the back of your leg, and it kind of sinks its teeth in. But you're mid-run, so it just tears, and it's excruciatingly painful. But you make it into the room. It's
Okay.
nothing you ain't ever had before.
Cool.
You've been bit by dogs
Cool.
before.
Yep. I'm ready. I'm in position.
Okay, so oh god, let's go.
It is Eddie Lizard's turn. So he now has a choice of 2 yum-yums. He can go for Kingsley or he can go for Warwick. Kingsley, he's taken a bite out of now, so he's kind of got a taste for it. And he starts like this frenzied clawing, and he literally rears back up on his back legs, slams his 2 front claws into the door, and literally you can just see the talons just pierce through, and it starts trying to wrench the door free. And it's going to spend its turn trying to get the door off. So come its next turn, there will be no door.
But surely he wants a mixed palette of flavors. He's already got a taste of me. He doesn't want to get bored so quickly. Maybe he wants to get a taste of Warwick as well. Like, so it's like a buffet of sorts. You don't want to just pile on with all of the chips.
I don't
You
know.
want to
But
get
the funny thing is you're a heavy smoker, so there's something addicting about you.
oh
Ah.
boy. Curses.
And also, Kingsley, you're the dip.
Yeah, he likes his things
Yeah.
smoked.
God.
He likes his
All
food
right,
smoked.
Alistair, make a decision. What are you doing?
It's me?
Yeah, it's your turn.
Oh, we all rolled ones.
You did, but I'm just going in order of what it is.
A
Alphabetical.
distraction would be helpful.
What am I supposed to do here?
TikTok.
Well, we need the other switch this side, don't we? Sorry, is it a switch this side? Just trying to clarify.
Yeah,
the
it's like
far
a
end.
hatch that would need to be engaged, so you'd need to turn it on.
Okay.
Are we getting Maria to the other side? Is that
Yeah, one of us needs to go. Maria might be the quickest. I'm not sure.
okay?
Who has dash?
Because I have such a if Maria will allow this, because I have only one good thing, and that's shoot, and it says that I can throw things as a part of a shoot. Can I throw you?
Shoot.
I'm gonna open the door and just I'm leaning against the wall and I'm two-handing throwing the robot as far as possible.
No one tosses a bot. Okay. Before you automatically yeet her across the room, thank you. I want to first get you to do your roll for it.
It's just like, I apologize, Maria. I do like you.
It's everyone's thrown Maria this game. It's great.
Do my roll.
Yeet the child. Okay.
Freeze! It's not a 2 or a 1, which is a
It's
stress
not,
level.
no. But I would also like you to roll me I'm going to say a bash action to see how far you throw her.
Okay.
Okay.
Wow.
So you don't throw her all the
Nice.
way. You manage to throw her. I'm going to say, hang on, so how far is it? Hold on. Can't see it. It's blacked out now when I select it. Hold on.
How big is
So
this?
it's about 40 feet. So I'm going to say you yeet her about 10. Because that's 1 out of 4, so you roll a d4.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So you've thrown her.
I showed affection as well. I was like, I do like you. Now go do your job.
Is that all you're doing?
That is all I have.
All right.
I'm not gonna hop my way to the control panel myself. That would
Alright.
just be stupid.
Maria, you sort of
Shut the door.
land, and it's metal on metal as you land on this grating. And this creature's head goes up and turns towards you. Captain, you're up. What are you doing?
Okay. Looks like everyone's got their positions. I just need to buy Maria a moment. I don't know why I'm looking at my character sheet. That's completely blank. Right. I have
A thermal blanket.
a thermal blanket. I probably ditched that because I needed
Mm.
to hold on to the sniper rifle. But I'm shit at shoot. So I'm trying to think. It's on this side. There's a door here, isn't there? Right where it is.
Let me move.
And
Yes, there is a door there as well.
okay, cool. Is it like it's a slide door? Like every one of these has been like like a shutter.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do something crazy then. I'm gonna use my my mechanical arm.
Okay.
It's almost like a vice-like grip.
Yep.
I'm gonna, as it turns around towards Maria, and its swaying tail, I'm gonna snatch the tail, pull it into the door, and shut the door.
Ouch.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah. What do you want to use to roll this?
Bash.
All right. Go for it.
Okay. Ooh.
Okay. You manage to grip hold of it and sort of pull it towards the door. You get the tail in the door, but you're having to hold on and push the button to shut the door.
Oh,
And
right, and I'm like wrestling against it.
Yeah, and in that sort of split moment, its attention's taken from Maria and onto you. And it tries to turn its body.
Ooh. Okay.
And it's a struggle between you and this thing's tail. It can't move its entire body because you've got the tail through the door. So if it moves too far, it's gonna injure itself.
Yeah.
So you've got it in a good position, but you're not sure how long you can hold this right now.
No. Okay, no. It was worth a try.
All right, Maria.
But I got it. It's on.
Yeah, it's distracted.
Maria,
for sure.
go.
I'm literally gonna gun it for the wherever I need to be.
You can 100% gun it towards the
Spin.
hatch up here, this purple screwdriver bit.
You got it, Maria.
Yeah.
Okay. Maria, from you, I need a think check.
Oh god. I don't even need to look at my character sheet to know.
D4. So that's all you have left.
I'm dead. Bye. See you guys.
Maria,
smart.
you try to sort of reach into this hatch, and you've done this before. But your crew is in danger. You now have a semblance of feelings. At the worst possible moment of your life.
Emotional
I've
breakdown.
just
Child.
discovered what anxiety is.
You're a child. You have the literal brain of a child. You have
Oh.
the emotions of a child, and there is nightmare fuel trying to eat your family. You get to this hatch, and you're fumbling, and you're trying your hardest to get this hatch open, but you can almost feel like the circuits within you are kind of like shorting out because the inflood of emotion that you're feeling right now is it's so confusing and new, and it's kind of it's not quite pairing with the robotics and the brain cells, and you're not quite complete still.
I need my brain.
And those of you that can see Maria can see she's having a major case of the glitches, and the light sockets for her eyes are blinking on and off, and they're stuttering, and they get dimmer and dimmer, and then you watch as Maria slumps forward onto the ground.
No.
Okay, there's.
Is that stress?
Yeah, she rolled a 1, so she got a final point of stress. So
No.
she's shut down.
Sorry, dudes. Your healer's dead.
Oh, I can only see one way out of this now.
I'm so sorry.
The dice really don't favour us, but
No.
okay.
They're very bad for Maria, but that's the dice
Alistair,
roll.
If you can get into here, I'll try to get into there. And considering the captain's got it, he's going to try to unwedge the door and he's gonna make a run for up to where Maria was.
Okay, roll a dash.
Oh. Dash.
Come on. You got this.
No!
No, come on.
Oh boy. Warwick, you start running, and the minute you start running, you get this thing's attention. You're running across metal grating in mag boots. And this
Yep.
thing turns. Captain, I need a bash from you to see if you
Bash.
can hold on, or are you going to release?
No, I'm gonna hold on.
Okay, bash then, please.
Ooh.
6.
Okay. So, Warwick, this thing sees you moving, and it goes to charge at you, and it gets within inches of you, and you just barely escape its jaws because the captain manages to hold it.
Thanks, Captain. I owe you a drink if we get out of this. And then I just keep going.
The only reason that you have not got that point of stress is because he rolled higher than a 5.
Wow.
If he'd rolled less than a 5, you'd be dead!
Can I keep going to the thing?
I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say that
Yeah.
that one is the end of your movement right
Yeah.
there. Rather than taking the stress, that's your
Right.
movement.
Just like wrangling a tum-tum.
All right, Kingsley. Thank you.
Hamsley?
Yeah. I don't. We pull yet?
No, because someone needs to be in the other room and someone needs to be up where Maria is.
Sick. Well, in that case, can I hold an action?
Yes.
So I can imagine there's like slight holes in the door that the creature was trying to rake through to me.
Yeah, it's like literally someone's tried to open like a tin of spam, but like the thing broke, so they're having to hack it open with like a knife the rest of the way.
Gotcha. Oh boy.
I love how everyone knows what that's like.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna kind of get down and low and just poke my shotgun and just if it comes near I'm gonna blast it in the face.
Okay, cool. All right. It is Eddie the Lizard's turn. And Warwick, you're still out in the open. This thing is coming for you. I'm sorry, buddy.
I know.
Captain, can you roll me another bash, please?
Another
to see if you
bash?
can grapple it. But
Yeah.
this one's not spending your dice.
Okay. Was the other one spending it?
Yes, because that's your reaction. This one is
Okay.
literally it's trying to get free of your grip,
Now,
and it doesn't
I'm
have
on a-
dice rolls.
I'm losing grip. It's on a D6.
Oh,
never mind.
You still managed to hold him!
No!
Holy cow!
Ah!
Nice.
Dar Warwick.
Warwick, do not waste this moment. Alright, Alistair, you're up.
I guess I'm just gonna hop my way 1B.
Roll me a sneaky.
Oh god. That's a D4. Like everything. 3? 3's good.
You make it.
Oh,
This thing is distracted by Killer Cough pulling his tail and the num-nums that is in the middle of the room.
and as I'm sneaking, I sneak peek what Kingsley's doing, and I sort of do the same with my little holster pistol
Okay,
with the
Cool.
door like a creak open.
alright.
Imagine my bionic arm is like hissing and whirring.
100%.
It's like ready to rip out of its socket.
It's your turn. What are you doing? Are you still holding?
Well, I'd like to try and continue with what I did last time. Pull it enough that the tail's through the door, and then just
Okay.
hit the emergency shut on the door.
Okay, cool. What did I
And
get
that
you
way-
to do last time? I can't
It
remember.
was a bash.
All right, go for it.
Okay. Oh shit.
Oh no.
This thing rears against you as you pull it for a third time, and it's too much for your arm. And your arm, you said you could hear it hissing and spitting.
Yeah.
And it gives, and all the joints in all your fingers and the clamp just break apart. And this thing sort of stumbles forward for a moment and smacks its head on the grating as kind of the release. You are down one arm. You take a point of stress.
That's rough. Yeah. Well, at least I'm not bleeding out. But that fucking hurt, I bet.
Okay.
Good lord.
Maria is
Oh,
dead.
so close.
Warwick, you're up.
She just crashed. Let's reboot her.
Alright, Warwick's gonna continue heading up to here.
Okay, roll your dash.
Oh.
Dash.
Dice, don't fail me now. Dice, you failed me now!
This thing is not being held back anymore.
I was hoping the arm might distract it. Like, it's because these things are also attracted to metal. I thought it might be attracted
They
to the
are.
arm.
This is very true.
Are we able to release our shots if it goes for Warwick?
You were holding your action for if it came near you, but I will allow it, so you can both do your shot.
Anyone got a stunt left? No.
No, we all used our stunts.
I think
I'm on a D6. What? I
we're,
don't know if Kingsley's
we're
got
all on
this.
3 Oh my lord.
5. I rolled a 5 though. Distracting shot. It's only a little pistol.
You
but...
rolled a 5, therefore you have managed to distract it. That was the rule. If you roll a 5 or over, he is distracted.
And I slammed the door shut.
You shoot it, it's wounded. It's now also very, very angry, but it can still see Warwick.
Come get me, you oversized iguana.
Warwick's just
Kingsley.
like, ah.
Kingsley, it's your turn.
I'm just waiting for the call.
So you're holding your action still.
Yep.
Alright.
Yeah.
Alright, it's Eddie's turn.
Uh,
All 3 of you that are behind it, you have a split-second chance to distract it if you choose to. But it means you do not get to take your next turn.
yeah, that was my distraction. I'm ready to hit the button when it happens.
They're holding for the button, so I guess it's down to me. Okay. I'm gonna throw the old plasma battery towards it as it snaps its jaws shut. I'm gonna try and shoot it with the sniper rifle and blow up the battery in its mouth.
Okay. First thing I want you to do is roll me a sway to see if the distraction, if the battery is tempting enough.
Tasty, like treat. It's like a little.
It's again,
doggy
it's
snack.
not you using up the dice
Okay.
for this one.
All right, that's where it is.
Ooh.
Nice.
Ooh.
Num nums. Tasty,
Yeah,
tasty
no.
num nums. It is distracted. Now you can roll your shot.
All right. This is the part where I fail because I've only got D4. And I'm using a sniper rifle one-handed. This is rough, but I tried to take the shot regardless. It's all that I can do to get this thing's attention.
Mm-hmm.
3.
Nice. You've done this before. The sniper rifle, even with one hand, you kind of prop it up, and you take your shot for the battery. And you all see there's this explosion of electric blue from this thing's mouth. And for a moment, it looks like a dragon from a picture book or a hologram, as these blue flames and electrical sparks kind of come out of its mouth. And for a second, it jolts, almost like when Maria kind of revived you guys. And it sort of, its limbs will go limp for a minute, and it kind of falls to the ground and it twitches.
No!
Slam on the button.
Alright.
Warwick,
Yeah, Warwick will do the bit that he needs to do in order to try to do his bit.
Okay. Warwick. It's going to be a bash action.
Well, will this D4 screw us over yet again?
Actually,
Yes,
yes.
yes, it will.
Oh my god. I don't think you can do it unless a breather is. I don't know. Fuck.
Can whilst I die as part of this, can I still be successful on it? Like, he literally will just punch the thing and it kills him.
Headbutt it.
I don't know.
Let me just take a second to look at your character sheet, and we'll have a look.
I have a breathing mask.
Okay. What I will say is this. Doctor, you think for a moment, and you think of your earlier plan when you spoke to the captain of what was hiding in your gun.
Yeah, I tried to jumpstart myself.
You can give yourself enough of an adrenaline boost to turn this and save the crew.
Oh, is this like giving you a stunt or something before you kill yourself?
I guess I just sort of one last thing. I just sort of looked at the others and be like, just make sure that you get Maria's brain back to where it needs to be, and then he'll inject himself with it and hit the button.
Wow.
Go.
You feel the rush of adrenaline fill you, and it's literally like that first time you unfroze yourself. That jolt of, you don't know what to call it, but it almost makes you feel like you're absolutely invincible, like you can do anything. And then you put both hands on this thing and you turn it, and it doesn't seem to take you any effort at all. And then the grating beneath you opens up and this creature gets dragged out. And had it not been for the knife boots that you were wearing, you'd be dragged out along with it. But your torso is the only thing that kind of bends. And Kingsley, you feel the pressure as well because of the room that you're in and the pierced holes that are in the wall. And for the longest moment, there's just this big, huge, gaping hole in the floor as the creature vanishes from sight. You're just going to leave the grating open, or?
Oh yeah,
Take
we
a-
all shut it afterwards.
Yeah, I guess they two do their bit and I'll do my bit, and that's probably where the adrenaline wears off, I guess.
Yep, they close the grating and everything falls eerily silent. And then you all kind of hear the thump of Warwick's body hitting the ground.
Right.
Shit.
What happened? It's gone.
Angela,
Did we survive?
check the doctor. Having checked word.
Where? Oh, fuck. He'll sprint over and, well, start resuscitation procedures, CPR, etc.
Can
Okay.
I drag Maria to one of her charging stations?
You can indeed. Kingsley, give
as soon as
me
one,
a
like,
think roll,
Maria.
please, for your medicine.
You got it. Yeah. What?
Kingsley, you can feel a heartbeat and a pulse. It's very thready and it's very, very weak. You don't know if you can stabilize him. You think the sort of threadiness, and you find whatever it is that he took sort of beside him, and you know it's some form of steroid injection or something that kind of gives people a push of energy. And he's
System.
used that to save your lives.
He showed me when he took it out of this gun.
It's adrenaline. I might have a slim chance of saving him, but I need to get him to the ICU now.
I've only got one arm, will do work to carry.
I'll
Okay.
start picking him up.
You've got one arm, Alistair's got one leg, I've died twice.
Yeah.
Look,
Yeah.
we've all got prosthetics here. He's just joining the group.
Yeah, I will definitely be
Kingsley's,
joining
to
the
be
group.
honest, at this point is like pretty chill still. He's probably got the best stats out of any of us, and like no stress.
A couple dozen limbs between a crew of 25.
Alistair,
I
as you
like.
put
Row,
Maria
ho,
on,
row.
as you put Maria on her charging pad, you stick her into place. The mag boots lock, and there's a beeping sound, but she doesn't power on. Roll me a
Come on. Come on.
It's gonna be a think check, I'm afraid.
It's my fault you like this. Wake up.
Hello, Baru.
That's so sad.
The battery is charging, but Maria's still not powering on, and you're not sure why.
Mm,
But you think there's hope, but you don't have the ability to fix her.
crap.
But there is hope. Kingsley, in the medical bay, you take Wirrick and you set him down, and you immediately get to work. His pulse is still thready, and it is fading, and it's fading fast.
So I'm gonna place a respiratory system on him to help control his breathing. I'm going to search through all of the medical cabinets to find a solution that reacts against the adrenaline.
Okay. That's going to be a think roll for the search.
So it goes down because I've used it, so it's D6. Oh, motherfucker. Fuck.
You don't find anything that might counteract this. You don't know what he put in it, so it's really risky to mix medications like this. It's not safe. You could give him something that could just outright kill him rather than helping him. And you do take a point of stress because he is literally dying in front of you and you can't think of a way to help him.
Whilst that cliffhanger is going on, I'm going to quickly report to what was her name? The commanding officer
What if I suddenly go away? I don't want to click that. Well,
aboard the other ship, so that she doesn't fly off without us. Because I know we only had like 20 minutes.
Yeah, the ship is still attached.
Okay, then I'll head up to the dock. Like, knock on the window, basically.
There is a soldier there who kind of looks to the window. State your business.
It's all clear. Crate has been ejected into space. If you wish to hunt it down, obliterate it, be my guest. Or right now we have crew members dying.
Roll a sway check for me.
I don't.
Very well. As long as the creature is taken care of, we will send you medical supplies. Wait here. And he talks into like an intercom that's in his ear, and he requests the medical kits that you've asked for. They'll be with you shortly. You will wait aboard your ship.
Very well.
It takes a few
King.
moments, but eventually a runner does come back. And they don't open the door, but they open a hatch, and then they push through like a large duffel bag, and then the hatch closes on their side.
Kingsley. Got a medical supply bag. There must be something in here.
You walk in and Kingsley's like repeatedly trying CPR, try and get him moving. He turns around. What have they left us?
Just a second before I do that. Can I like insight check these guards? They've just given me a duffel bag, and yeah, sure, it's likely medical supplies, but
Yeah, of course you can.
I want to insight check. He didn't just give me a bomb,
No.
because that's what Killikov would do if he was sneaky enough.
You can roll me an insight.
Yeah, like a
so
sway.
it's- Yeah, well. Yeah,
Maybe?
I'll let you go with sway.
Thank you.
It's a batch of ordinary medical supplies, as far as you
Okay.
can tell. Like, you were right to be suspicious, hell yeah.
Uh-huh.
But it looks like it's medical supplies.
Okay. And of course, the urgency of Werrick's life is on the line, so I'm just gonna unzip it anyway and show Kingsley.
Kingsley, there are things here that can help.
I'll start rummaging through.
I want you to roll me another think roll. But because the captain is handing you actual medical items that could be useful in this situation, I'm going to let the captain also roll as an aid.
I was gonna say,
It's like-
'cause if it's another thing, then I'm on a D4, so
I am also right there with you. D4's away.
Okay.
hi ho, Silver.
Together you rolled a 5. Something that occurs to you at the same time is when you both reach in the bag and you find a vial that's to be injected into someone before they're cryogenically frozen. You may not be able to save his life right now, but there's a way to preserve him until you can.
This has got to be our only option. If we can get him into the cryostasis, then perhaps we'll be able to get him into a full medical center, and there may be a chance he'll live.
Agreed. Let's get into a life pod.
So before he leaves the table, I'll set up the auto injector to Werrick.
Mm-hmm.
And just before he's placed into cryo, I'll
Hey,
just
did I
set
say,
up.
did I say life pod? I meant cryo pod. I don't want to reject him out into space.
Just send him off.
We all knew what you meant. We all know what you meant. It's fine.
It's like
Much like Maria, you managed to stall Werrick until you can actually help them. Until you can find a mechanic that can help Maria. Until you can find someone who knows cryogenics as well as Werrick does.
I have an idea.
You do? Go for it.
Because I was the one that did this to her.
Mhm.
So I go to where I was keeping bubbles in
Yep.
in a crate, and I lift up Bubbles, the bed I put in there, and pull out the memory bank that had the update that Maria was supposed to have that I took out mid-process,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going to try and put her into update mode
Okay.
and finish the update, because if it's the glitch that caused her to do this, to just plonk, then
Yeah.
hopefully finishing the update might bring her out of it as a
Okay.
last ditch attempt.
You grab the memory bank and you run back to Maria, who is still sitting in her charging station.
Because the battery was working, she just didn't wake up regardless.
Yeah. And as you insert this memory bank, this missing piece, it's not her brain. There's still an empty space in her skull where that is supposed to go. But it kind of attaches, kind of like at the base of it, between there and where the spine connects. And it's there you find something strange. It looks almost like a screwdriver,
Did you just put
Oh.
that there?
but it's got sort of like a barb on the end. And you don't know what it's for, how it got there, but it seemed to have been jammed kind of like in the back of her neck. And you take it away to insert this memory bank. And there's kind of like a whirring and a clicking and several beeps.
In her eyes, see the percentage go up or something.
It does kind of slowly get brighter and brighter, but it's probably going to take some time for this update to go through.
34%.
But it seems so far successful.
Phew.
You have all barely survived.
Barely.
I'll head
That's
back
an
to the guard
understatement.
and
Tell your superior, Captain Kilikov, requests a departure and a clearance code for the lodge. Can go down to see my wife.
The guard speaks over his earpiece. And there's a pause. And then he turns to the window. Our captain's orders are to hold you here until you've all been interrogated. Only when we are sure that you're all clear to leave, will you leave.
Interrogated. You have what you need aboard your ship. The doctor knows more than any of my crew does.
And
My
then
crew did a job. They completed that job. They deserve to go home.
these are the captain's orders, I'm afraid. And with that, your ship kind of not loses power, but there's kind of like a blink where the larger cleanup ship kind of takes control. And that's where we're going to end this.
Oh, it's 10 o'clock already?
It is.
So you're all kind of alive.
Kind
So
of.
congratulations on that.
An uneasy ending.
Yeah, I kind of wanted to
Yeah.
leave it as an uneasy ending because, you know.
Well, I've still got the deistic. If they try anything funny, I'm gonna be like, don't kill us. I have the data you want.
This
So,
is the thing. There are endless possibilities here.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say, I want to look at the thing that's currently in my waistband.
In your waistband?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
that the doctor just handed
That
me.
the doctor dropped into your hands.
Oh.
So, with Maria, he dropped the weird screwdriver thing. With you, it's not. It's not a test tube, but it's kind of, I don't know how to describe it. It's kind of like, it's like a glass tube, and on either end, it's kind of like got the ends of like a battery pack. But in the middle of this thing it's kind of floating in sort of like a green liquid.
Oh no. Got a specimen.
To you as a doctor, a medical professional, it looks like that piece of flesh that goes between the brain and the spine to form the nervous system.
Right.
This is probably what you need to attach the brain to Maria.
Oh shit. Okay.
The spinal cord or the stem?
Yeah, it's like the brain stem part. Like the bit that attaches the nervous system to the brain. But this thing is kind of, it's semi-synthetic because Maria is a robot. So it's a way to attach the organic matter of the brain to the hardware of the computer.
And what's a weird screwdriver driver thing then?
It's the medulla oblongata.
To help attach it together.
Oh.
You wouldn't be
Okay.
able to use normal tools for it because the brain matter is delicate. But the hardware would need steady wiring.
I just put it in my pocket. Because I don't know what it is. It's just a weird screwdriver thing. I literally just wrote it into my backpack as weird screwdriver thing. And I just sit and wait for the update to finish. That's literally all I'm doing.
So,
Oh.
yeah, thank you for listening / watching. Thank you guys for playing. If in future we come across a space where we want to run another 4-parter, then I will do a 4-parter that attaches onto this story.
That sounds great.
But I need time to come up with the next part of the plot because this was supposed to be contained and I got carried away towards the end there. In case you couldn't tell.
And I need time to get Alistair a bionicle leg because his is fucked.
Yeah, this was a lot of fun. I love these characters.
Yeah.
Love the
yeah.
adventure, attention, final fight, and I loved that it was a continuation of a previous one shot that you ran for another set of people, and those characters were all either mutated or taken as prisoner.
Every single one of the characters that kind of was mutated or
Yeah,
like sweet, the entire Vargas and the Vargas 2 were from the first Breathless cargo session that I ran.
that's
So,
awesome.
Like, you know, once you guys have finished with your story,
Yeah.
the next lot will probably tack on.
Yeah.
I like the idea of it being kind of like a conga line where you kind of pass the baton on to the next load of players.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alistair had a redemption arc with robots.
Yeah.
And I
Um,
died twice. Once with my own medication.
And then you went into stasis forever.
Yeah, it's kind
Yeah.
of funny. My thing designed to wake me up from cryogenics quicker saved the crew, and the way to save me was to put me into cryogenics.
It's
That was
almost
ironic.
similar with the last party because both doctors went into stasis.
Yep.
Mm. And then Captain Kilikoff being the cleanup crew, and then now a cleanup crew's come to clean up his crew. It's like,
History repeating itself.
yeah, will he ever get to see his wife? God damn it.
You'll have to find out next
my wife.
time.
But for
Alrighty,
now,
we'll sign
end
off.
there.
Oh yeah.
Bye for now.
Alrighty, bye.
Bye.
Bye.